one guy asked me, what could you do and what's some steps that you can take if you had someone or a friend or a loved one that's in depression, that has depressed, he's very depressed. Like how is that affected to your mental health and spiritual health? How's all that connected in your opinion? What would you say?
Well, that's very vast because people have different types of depressions, and there's like different ways that people can get out of it positively, because people are built different genetically and mentally and things like that.
Okay,
different personalities.
Let me paint the scenario then. So let's say if someone has had a traumatizing experience in his life, a loved one dies, and he's having a hard time getting over that. So he falls in depression. What are some of the tools or some of the actual methods that someone can use if something along those lines happen? What kind of advice would you give? What kind of tools, or which direction would you send him to? What would you say to help him out that he can do to get himself in a better state? And also, now how is that also to connected to maybe your spiritual health and maybe your mental health, if you don't mind, commenting on that too?
Most definitely. So like I was saying, it's a little bit vast, but I believe, meditation, one of the many steps, writing stuff down. But I know also with meditation, with someone that, that's had a lot of premature deaths or a premature death, sometimes it's too much thinking and stuff like that to be in a mental state to think that you could meditate. Sometimes that could be a worse route for some people, to where they're in a meditative state and then they're thinking all this because it's making you think, it's making things come up, which are good and bad. So if one way might be meditation for some people that's dealt with a death or things like that, but another way might be reflecting and writing things down, really picking up a hobby of the last thing that they remembered when they were like 9 that they were really passionate about, and going out and going out and pursuing that and trying that and being happy again. Because also sometimes people with depression, it's not better for them to be around other people to hype them up. Maybe they want to be alone and their social battery dies. But something that they remember they last did that really genuinely made them happy. Things like that.
That's good.